Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today, guys, we're continuing with this Fiat 500 Lounge. Yes, that's still not working, that boot. All the wiring's there, I've checked all the wiring, it's all sort of seems to be connected. I don't think that's the issue. I think it's the actual switch, or it's a fuse or a relay. Something like that has happened with this. And it's blown it, and we need to find out and sort the problem out. We have got the other Fiat 500, the 2012, the white one that I picked up last week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse it in to the lock to here, reverse it into here, and then we're going to take off the switch and anything else that I think that might need sort of checking, basically, because I know the other one, it works fine. The button, the switch, when you open the boot and press the button, you can hear it clicking, clicking, clicking. This one don't. So there's definitely an issue. It could be something there. So I'm just going to swap things over, if you know what I mean, to check to see exactly what it is and just basically rule out things. Do you know what I mean? So if I start swapping stuff over and check, well, that's okay, so that can go back on. Well, that's okay, so it's not that can go back on. So I'm just going to do that. Hopefully we can sort this out, because I really want to get that boot sorted out today. And I also want to get the seats, if I can, back in. But I do want to give them another clean, so I might have to do that today as well. And we've got the front end to put on as well. So I'm going to keep going with this, keep pushing. And yeah, let's just see what we can get sorted out today. So yeah, guys, let's do it. So yeah, let's get cracking with this one. Like I said, this boot, still not working, but I've checked all the wires and they're all fine. They're all connected. They seem to work. Everything else seems to work. The rear lights are working. The number plate bulbs, they're both working. The brake light, the third brake light at the top, that's fine. Window wipers fine. So everything seems to be working apart from this actual switch here. When you press it, it's supposed to click. And this activates. But it's not doing that. So it can really be, I don't think it's the wiring. I think it's going to be rather this, or a fuse or a relay somewhere in the car. So, yes, might have to plug a computer in, but I want to get the seats back in before we plug it in or we do anything like that. So it's a case of just ruling stuff out. So let's get the other car in. Let's start swapping stuff over. The first thing I want to swap over is this switch to check that. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. Just pull this back down that we had down yesterday. Pull that down, and then we can get to the bolts and undo it and unclip it. So, yeah, let's. I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's get the car in, and let's start swapping some bits over. Plus, I've got to swap that light over as well. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll just keep moving forward. Let's do this. Right, so let me show you what I found, guys. So yeah, just swapped them over. So I'm swapping over the button, push button for activating the lock on the boots. That one there is the original one for this car, and this one here that I've connected is the one for this car. So you can hear it. So it's working. This actual switch isn't our problem. I've ruled that out. I want to quickly just rule out the lock, this lock here. Swap them over and see if this is the problem. So we can rule that out. Won't take, it's 2 bolts. It's 2 bolts here, one there, and it's a plug on the other side. That's it. Swap it over. Let's check. Let's rule it out. Then once we know that's all working, then we'll have to go back and chase it further back. I can't see it being these wires. But you know, you just never know, do you? What I might have to do is I might have to unplug this, and then in here check which wires are these ones, and then follow these wires down to here to make sure that that's okay there, and then carry on following it and then making sure that it's all right there underneath there and stuff like that. So yeah, that is where we are at the minute. Let me swap over the actual, is it actuator? Lock. I think it's a locking thing. So let's swap this over. Let's check this. Is that supposed to move that way? Oh, I suppose when it's locked, in it, when it's shut, you can unlock it by that. Yeah, let's swap these over now. Let's check that. I'll swap this over as well while we're doing it quickly. Yeah, let's continue. Let's see if we can find out the problem. But it's definitely not the actual switch. So let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, let me explain what I just did there. So I've checked the switch. I've took that one off, put it on there and it works. I've took the lock off as well there, swapped it over to there, it works. It's not that. And I think I found out what the actual issue and problem is here, guys. And I should have done this in the beginning. I didn't, but there we go. Anyway, scan. I've just scanned the car, and as you can see just there, so central locking relay and trunk releasing relay. So I need to find those relays and swap them over on the car, and it's going to probably be one of these here. Find out which one it is, which one's not working, and then basically just, yeah, change it for a new one, and hopefully that is going to solve our problem. So bear with me for now. Let me get into this, find out which relays. I'll do a little bit of research online, see if I can find out what is the one that I need. I think it's supposed to click as well, isn't it? Like the relay is supposed to click, 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 click. There's some sort of test you can do. But yeah, let's let me see if I can find it, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, okay, so let me give you a update. There was nothing to do with anything in there. So basically, I've checked all the fuses and all the relays on that section. Perfect. Then when I come across to this section, because there's more fuses in here, in there, I found this fuse had blown. You can just see it, blown fuse. So, switch that out. There you go. And working boot again. And let me just shut that. Central locking works as it should. So there you go. All because of that fuse. But it was a case of just finding it, you know, working out what the problem is, what the issue is, and solving it. So that's exactly what's happened. So all we could do now is put all this back together and continue with this car. Yeah, what a pain. But we got there, guys. It's done. It was a fuse. It's, yeah, it's sorted. So let me set you up. Let's put all this back together and then continue. We'll do the seats and then put the seats in, and then we're going to continue with the front end. But I do actually want to get this cleaned here. Look how dirty this is here. So I want to have a quick clean of that as well. We'll do that. I'll boil up some kettles, get some hot water, and then we're going to have a go at this as well. So, yeah, let's continue now. But we're getting there, guys. Let's do this. So there we go. All back together and all nice and clean. So yeah, much better. Oh, why don't stay up? It's like a magnet thing or something, is it? But yeah, you know, that was up there. Let's come down a little bit. But yeah, looks a lot tidier. I've put the thing back on and just done some cable ties around it just to hold it in place. Really want to put some mastic or something around just to seal it, just to give it a bit of a, you know, help it stop water or condensation getting in there. But much better. Everything works as it should, and it's getting there, guys. So that's the rear end kind of done. I've got a little bit more wiping it down to do, cleaning and stuff, but I can't do that until you know, we get everything else sorted and the seats are back in and stuff like that. So we are getting there. I think the next thing I want to do is I want to work on these seats again. They're just not, they're dried and I've put them outside again, but they just need another going over. It does, I knew it weren't going to get clean on the first go. I've really got to be honest, I knew that. Even those door cards, look at that, look. They still need a good going over as well. It's just the fabric. It's just that what it is. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But it is what it is, guys. We've just got to keep going, keep cleaning, keep working at it. So let me bring the seats in and the bench. We'll have a good go at that. We'll go over it again. Hopefully this time, the second time, it'll be done. But if it needs a third time, it needs a third time. But let's just crack on because I want them seats in. Actually, what we'll do is we'll clean the seats and then I'll push the car on the ramp like that. Don't start it because of the sensors. And then we'll work on the front end while the seats are drying outside again. So, yeah, let me set you up. Let's get the seats done and then we can crack on. Let's do this. Okay, so there are the seats. They are much better, much cleaner. So let them dry in the sun whilst we move and bring our attention to the front end now. Headlights, bonnet, bumper, line it all up, put it all back together. I've got the bumper over there, all in one piece, all together. Oh, I've just got to put this corner trim, actually. That corner trim's got to go in on that corner there, and then it can all go back into place. I've got daytime DRLs running, daytime running lights, headlights everywhere. The amount of bits and pieces now I've got for these Fiat 500s. So yeah, let's. I want to give it a good clean as well. Look at the engine bay; it's just horrible. So that needs a good clean up as well. So yeah, let's now crack on with the front end. Let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, let me show you what I've been up to. And I'll tell you what, this car is not giving up that easy, I'll tell you. I'll show you what is going on in a minute. But yeah, you can see the seats are back in. The bench is back on as well. Looking so much better. A little bit wet at the bottom there. You can see it's a little bit wet. That's just where it's drying. But, wow. What a difference, huh? Still drying a little bit here as well, a little bit there drying, but most of it's done. It's so much cleaner. They're like new, it's like completely new inside. So, yeah, happy with that. Not happy with the way that this light is working. Definitely, we have gremlins in this car somewhere. And we've got to find it and work out what is going on. Let me just start the car. Okay, so Let's do the indicator on the other side. I'll show you. Yeah, absolutely fine, all working. But then as soon as I do it the other side, this side, let me show you what happens. We've got nothing. This side's working, that side's working, but that bulb is actually, it's not blown. There's nothing wrong with this bulb because I've checked, I've swapped over. I've swapped headlights over to check to see, to make sure. So, really not sure what is going on at the minute. Very, very strange. Let me show you. So when you take this out, like that, take it out. Let's put this one in, which is the wrong side, but does that matter? I'm not sure if that matters. It might do, you know, but I'm gonna plug it in anyway. Just very difficult with one hand. Very, very difficult. I'm trying. There we go. So now that's flashing. That wasn't flashing just now. Let me see if the actual light will come on as well. There you go. As soon as you put the lights on, that's what happens. I've turned the lights on and it's staying on like this, look. And the rear one as well. What is going on here? Let me turn the lights off. Let's turn the lights on. The indicator actually works. So it's got something to do with... It's got something to do with... Yeah. Ain't that weird? As soon as I turn it off, turn the lights on and off like that, these stay on. Something's not right here. I'm wondering whether or not there's an issue with this wiring, you know. I might have to take it all apart again. Oh, God. No way. I'm wondering if it's something to do with that wiring. Because it's all connected. So if I do that, and keep the indicators going, they're working. So it's not the indicator wire, it's one of the wires that controls the headlights. So when you put the headlights on, the headlights come on and the rear lights come on. Something to do with that. I think it might be a wire issue, you know. Let's turn the indicators off and then switch the lights on. Yeah, the lights do come on both sides, but the indicator light is staying on permanent. So we've got a wiring issue here. We've definitely got a wiring issue. Oh God, which means I've got to take the wiring back apart again. Oh God. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. We ain't... Oh God, I thought I was done with that. I thought, yeah, done it, perfect, sorted. Nope. We have to go backwards to go forwards again. Sometimes you have to in life go backwards to go forwards, guys. That's just the way it is. So Anyway, yeah, let me turn this off because it's annoying me now. But the seats are looking good anyway, aren't they? I've got to say something positive. Yeah, it's definitely it's got to be something to do with that wiring. I don't think it's anything to do with this. It must be. It must be, because it all seems to be coming on until you turn the the first part of the lights, and then hey presto, no go. Right. Okay. Anyway, that's gonna have to be another day or another video because I've run out of time again today. So yes, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. And on this little Fiat 500, we are getting there. But it has chucked another spanner in the works, and we have to deal with that wiring issue. I don't know. Even if I let me just put the ignition on once and then turn it on. It's going to do the same thing, isn't it? Even if it's not running. Yeah, doing the same thing. I've got to check all those wires to make sure that I've not jumbled anything up, or there's nothing touching anything else, or something is not right. Something's not right. Okay, right. That's it, guys. I'm going to call it there. That's it for today. Yeah, don't forget, guys, dig the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. And drop me a comment if you've got anything to say. Definitely that wiring problem. It's got to be. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.